This is the type of problem that'll send your boat to the bottom of the ocean, literally.
One look in your eyes and I find it. When you leave in my mind I rewind it. When you got it this good, you don't fight it.
For about a week or so, we had a small water issue where we were getting water in our starboard bilge. Now, it wasn't a very big leak, but it's enough to send the bilge pump off maybe every day or two. But we kept looking for it, we just couldn't find it, and eventually Lynn tracked it down. It turns out that, well, she actually kind of took apart the cabinet in our center head under the sink, and where our exhaust runs through the boat, and she found that where the boot, you know, that famous $8,000 boot that I had put on a couple of years ago, well, where it leaves the engine and connects to the exhaust pipe that runs through the boat, it was leaking right where it connected to our muffler. Close inspection, I could see that the muffler, the flange that this boot went over, actually had some cracks in it. And water was kind of just oozing through the cracks, causing this very minor leak. Well, I temporarily fixed it by throwing some flexi tape on it, and that did a real good job. It actually stopped it. Except that this past weekend, we took the boat out for a sea trial after having the engine rebuilt, and we took her up fast. We actually put her up on plane at about 1,800 RPM, which I never really do, but we wanted to test the engine. So we took her up on plane, and then we found out when we were back to port that there was a tiny little drip again from this flange. And I knew that the repair was only temporary anyway. I know I have to fix this permanently. And I've just been procrastinating on it for about a week now, but it's time to get going. It's one of those things I just can't neglect, and it's going to be a pain in my neck. So one of the first things I have to do is our exhaust and muffler is below sea level. It's below the water line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I have a dodgeball here, which I'm going to put in the exhaust pipe and inflate it, because I've been told by many people that this will plug it up and that I'll be able to work on this in the water. I also got this other ball here. It's actually a little bit smoother. I thought it would have been better, but it's kind of a workout ball, and I don't think it's really strong enough. Whereas these dodge balls, well, we've all been hit in the face with these when we were in high school, right? These things are pretty tough. So we're going to use this, and then I'm going to have this as a backup, and then I'm going to take apart the cabinetry just to get down to, well, you'll see.
But wait.
What?
I never got hit in the face with one of these. Because you know why? Because it's called dodgeball. You're supposed to dodge it.
Okay, well, I might be a little bit paranoid, but I'm also going to put this 3mm trash bag with a zip tie over the exhaust as well. Called belt-and-suspenders, I guess. Well, as you can see, that's my temporary repair with the flex tape. And if you come down real low here, you can see that it is there's a drip there. So that's the leak we're contending with. That was gone until we ran this up to 1,800 RPM, and I guess the pressure kind of screwed around with my tape. So I'm going to take the tape off and loosen up some clamps, and I'll try and let the water get out of this thing, and just to make sure I have it fully blocked in the back. Unfortunately, you can see how big this is. It's all the way back there. And if I need to remove the whole thing, I'm not sure if I will yet, but if I need to remove this whole entire muffler, I'm going to have to take this whole panel off. And if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. It's a shame because this was a completed bathroom with no problems. It was remodeled by the previous owner. I pulled the toilet out just to give me some room here. But that's where we're at. Okay, well, I have all the flex tape off now. And one thing I noticed is over here, where I'm shining the light, I noticed that here, let me see if I can put this down here. Okay. The flange here has a little kind of crack here, a little crack here, and a crack here. The crack here is the one that's leaking. And I can tell because if I put a paper towel over this, the leak will stop down there. If I pull the paper towel off, the leak will come back. So I know that's where it is. Here, watch, I'll do that again. If I put the paper towel up here, and the leak stops. So that's where it's from. But I noticed that, let's see if I can get this light to shine better. The flange comes to about here. And if you see the rubber or the silicone boot there, it bulges out here. It almost makes me think that this silicone boot was slightly too big, and they clamped the hell out of it to make it fit this, that it's actually, this is the real size of it. If that's the case, it might work out well for me, because it's possible I'll be able to back this boot off and then put a fiberglass repair all the way around the flange and still be able to fit the boot back on. Anyway, that might be wishful thinking, but that would be nice if I could do this that way. But we'll see. I'm going to start loosening up the bands and try and drain the water out of here, and we'll just go from there.
That's really in there.
Right. It's not going to be easy getting that out of there. We still got to take some hoses off and move it. It's going to take some time. Slowly going. Do you have enough room?
Here comes some water. It's okay.
I hear something going on.
It's just a little water coming out of it.
Yep, it's still probably still have another inch or two.
Come on, baby. There it is.
That's it. It's off.
Yahtzee?
Yacht.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, look how dirty you got.
Oh, yeah.
It turned out we did not have enough space to slide the muffler forward to get it off the boot that was towards the aft of the boat. So we had to disassemble the entire exhaust system between the muffler and the turbochargers.
So stopping the look. Yeah. All right, that's looking good. Hang on 1 second. So now we're kind of lined up. If you could take the hose tool, and we'll leave that right where you got it there. Slide that in behind the hose, kind of shoehorn. Here, Ed, take this flat blade too. And then we'll just shoehorn it back up onto the muffler box.
Oops.
Why are you putting it back on?
Oh. Okay, so let me tell you where we're at now. Pete and I managed to get the big muffler out from underneath the sink cabinet and off the boat yesterday. And what we found was sort of what I expected. There are cracks that were caused by over-tightening on the flange, and it's very obvious. In fact, after we got it off, I realized that where they had put the clamps was at the very end of the flange. The flange is about 6-7 inches long, and they were in like the first couple inches of it, which would be the weakest part of the flange as well. But you can tell by the way it's collapsed, that's definitely what happened. So Lynn and I are going to take the muffler over to the shed over at Westland Marina where Pete is rebuilding his entire boat. And I'm going to film some of that too. You're going to really love this. This is a major project. It makes mine look like child's play. So we're going to go over there to the shed, and he has a little area he's going to set up for us. Then we're going to work on re-fiberglassing and fixing this muffler. So Lynn and I are going to kind of sand it down, kind of get a better eye of it. You know, we have to expand the one side that's a little bit collapsed. And we're also going to install metal stainless steel sleeves inside of the flanges now. probably something Hatteras should have done back in 1979, and other boats have made the same mistake. It's pretty easy to collapse these flanges if you tighten too hard. Now, the people who put the boot on, now if you remember from a couple of years ago when we had that $8,000 rubber hose, this is the same rubber hose. This is the other side of it that was under the cabinet and connected to the muffler. So the same idiots who broke my air conditioning manifold, who did not install a gasket on my turbocharger, and ruined Lynn's rug in the bathroom, and forgot to put clamps on one of the hoses. Those same morons are the same people who collapsed this flange. And it's probably been slightly leaking for the last 2 or 3 years, but it was such a small leak that Lynn and I didn't really notice it. If you didn't catch the bilge going off, you may not notice that there was a slight leak here. Anyway, we are going to put these metal sleeves in both sides to protect it. We're going to fiberglass them in, and we're going to do some fiberglass work, or at least some epoxy work on the outside of the flange as well. And well, we're going to play it by ear. I'm not going to like kind of get our hands in there and dirty and see what's going on, and but we're going to make this thing better than new.
Do you think, because the way the cracks are, do you think they had a problem putting the hose on, that they literally kind of split the flange to get the hose on?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, that would have been pretty stupid to do that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering the record.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think they just put it on there and cranked it tight, and no one said when to stop, and the flange, you know, it's not that thick. I don't know, 16th, not even an eighth of an inch of fiberglass. You know, and I think they just collapsed it, but I don't know. We'll never know for sure, but we're going to fix it and make sure it never happens again.
It's going to be perfect. Beautiful.
Oh, you know what I do?
Oh, so we got to get it down to this white.
Thinking that maybe these guys were using pry bar methods, because I saw how hard that other hose was on the other end. It's your standard, you know,
The hose bonds itself.
yeah, you know, and if you're not using the hose tool to release it, it's gonna stick on there, and you might start shoving random things in there just trying to break it free. And I almost wondered if they caused that crack damage. Now I do see the, you know, the bell shape that's been created by the clamping force, but at the same time, I don't know, you know, that was the originating source of the break, you know. So the problem's putting the sleeve in it. I definitely, you know, at the end of the day, it's yours.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to do it how you want to do it. And
Yeah, it's just whether we can get the sleeve in
Yeah.
a reasonable amount of time.
But I think also if we fix it correctly, probably shouldn't have a problem with it again anyways. You know, if let's say something doesn't work out with the sleeve program, I don't have a lot of lack of confidence in it not working. I think it'll work fine. So
Yeah. And like I said on the forums, and you know, I've had numerous Hatteras people say, "Yep, this is what we had to do. We had to pull it. We put a sleeve in it. We re-fiberglassed it, put it back in."
I realize that's the
Yeah.
info you're drawing from. I
Yeah.
totally get that. So
Yeah.
and,
That's my thought. If your thought's the same thing, is that if we just cut, you know, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, whatever, just line through each crack and let it force it out. But if we had the ring, we could, you know, kind of hammer the ring in.
But to your sort of point here, I do think a little bit of expanding would be good, and then treating this like a tapered repair, maybe repairing these individually before we wrap the whole thing inside and out. That might be a ticket, you know. So
Yeah. We just got to be careful wrapping outside because
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, we don't want to-
diameter. We don't want to get that hose back.
Well, I
on.
think because of this dip right here, we do have some leeway of wrapping in this area.
Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah, I can see that. You know, we can probably get a couple layers there, and then
Yeah.
maybe one layer all the way around or something. Yeah. And inside, we can do whatever the hell we want. So the lower you go, the further out it's coming.
Right.
It feels like maybe we got to be at the top
So
because
if you look at this, that's a
This is a touch too big, but
This is a muffler on our yacht.
Yeah.
And so
They couldn't come up with a better idea.
I'm
yeah,
telling
I
you.
know.
1979, this is what they use.
Believe it or
It's
not,
an old
there's-
girl. I'm filming. Is that okay?
It's what?
Is that okay if I'm filming?
Oh yeah.
There's actually 2 of these in line of each other, so there's 4
Yeah.
of them total that we know of that we've seen so far, or what we suspect, I should say. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to just carry that right on out to Rich, tell him you want a 2-inch ring
Okay.
all the way around.
Yeah.
Both sides.
all right, cool, let's do it.
1/8 inch. You know exactly where he's at.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's beautiful. Hi, how you doing?
And they have a 50 to 58 foot patterns with these
Whoops.
muffler pipes, so to speak. So it's a good functional muffler pad. And anyways, they've got a crack on the other side. So what the goal was, we got to glass it obviously, but what we want to do is build a liner.
Oh. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's gonna work. It's definitely gonna work. Thank you.
Not gonna crush.
Yep.
Nope,
That's the main
whole
thing.
Because that's what happened.
Yeah,
The,
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made it, fit it in there, filled it back in, put it back together, clamped it, and then tacked it, and then welded it back in. So when you do it, it's gonna.
This is aluminum, is that
Yeah.
correct? Okay. That's what
we're gonna glass on top of it.
Yeah, we'll glass over it once it's.
You're gonna glass the inside too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
protect
once we're
salt
gonna
water.
get it all, whatever epoxy we're using for that, then I'm gonna just put a layer of glass all through the inside just to keep the salt water off of it and.
Yeah, that'll be, now it's not just gonna crack.
Yeah.
And crush us. So, and then you got a ring. This piece slides over top of this.
Yeah, with clamps. You know,
Okay,
the
you got
hose
clamps
goes
on there?
big hose goes over this. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause if you,
That's good. It worked perfectly. That's great. That's exactly what we needed.
All right, what's
Oh,
our
what
bill?
do I owe you now?
just charge him for 2 hours, Jen.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. Just 2 hours.
Oh, appreciate it.
That's what this is what we've wrapped the bottom of the boat in.
Yep.
And we got 2
What's that real quick? What
2 and
paper
3
here?
layers in some places of that material, and that made
That's easy
build
stuff,
up
yeah.
really fast.
That's
But
good.
no, this is going to get completed today, mostly because I
Look
got.
at that little sample of the 2 layers that I did.
Yeah. Oh, you got to see how strong it is. Yeah.
So, can you do that on the other side?
See how the tight that is? So this side, it measured like 10 and an eighth, 10 and a 16th, 10 and an eighth, and then on the fat side, because it is slightly oval shaped,
Yeah.
and then on the narrow side, it was measuring 9 and 15 and 9 and 7/8. So it's like 9 and 15 sixteenths to 10 inch would be the true circle.
And the good news is this is also our silicone hose side, which is way more flexible than the neoprene
white-
side. So
yeah, the white
we're not going crazy on that side.
Yeah.
This is going to go together fine. I know it looks.
You know, that one we're not touching at all, right? It's up the inside.
A quarter 5/16 of an inch, which means we have eighth 3/32 or 5/32 of an inch to 5/32.
And how is it up here in this area? You know, oh, that's in room in the back.
How this flared out. Yeah,
Well, that's going to
this is going to compress down.
Yeah.
We're going to wet that out on the plastic.
We can, but what we're going to do is just lay it in there. We'll just get the whole area wet.
Okay.
He's mixing up some polyester putty basically, so we can have a little gap filler before we lay the glass down.
Are we abandoning the methacrylate idea?
No, I'm just using the band to kind of form the top before I start locking things down in the bottom.
Got it.
It'll probably still flang out at the top when I go to release the clamp, but
What you looking for?
everything's got a nice straight shape.
Cardboard, maybe?
We're gonna
Schmutz
crack
it.
this.
Yeah, you
Okay.
schmutz it,
Got
you
it.
lay your glass, you wet it, schmutz it, lay your glass in there, and we'll wet your glass. Fine, walk away. Let it dry, half hour.
We get a circumference on that?
Oh, look at that.
Pretty darn near close to it.
34 actual.
Let's see what you got, actually.
There's 34. I'm measuring on the outside. You were measuring on the inside.
Right, because that's where I thought we're putting everything to start with, right? On the inside. Doesn't matter. A little extra length ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Super hot today, so like
Yeah.
a mil per ounce gives you 3%. Which will be just fine. Give you 6-8 minutes of working time.
Get it out of the cup and wet the pieces out. It won't kick as fast.
You know,
Oh, I'm just saying.
I got this figured out for Dave.
I know, but you need that one guy in the peanut gallery.
We've got two different types of guns here. So you got one that is for the 1015 and the 1030 mixture of methacrylate. And we're going to be going with this one because this is going to give us the ability to lay a bead and not have to have about a 1/4 inch gap in between for hardening. So anyways, you
I'm back.
probably save this band for the
I'm
end.
going
Fitted this one.
backward. She's in.
Yeah. Oh. This one is provided by Acrolock.
Or down they want it.
I would say just a little bit more. Let me get this.
thumbs.
Smash that down. It's not exactly, I think, but since you got to slide it into place, unfortunately, got to do it this way. This will give us a super strong bond between the liner and the fiberglass barrel that makes up this exhaust flange. And we'll encapsulate this whole part in epoxied 1808 most likely, and that way it keeps the metal from ever seeing moisture. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this in here now,
Okay.
and then we'll wet out the cloth and set it right on it.
I've got the epoxy almost right here. I'm going to give it 15 extra seconds. Here we go.
This might be a little.
Huh? What's still dry?
The edges.
Remember, that's how we worked it with the spatula? Can you grab this? Oh, never mind. You don't have gloves.
Good.
Is that smooth enough? Maybe we can go in there.
I don't know.
Oh, it's really good. Oh yeah, can they see you through there? Yeah, how about that?
Okay, cool.
Did you get it in?
We're getting there,
Yay.
getting it ready with a little bit of lube, you know.
Okay, did you get
Put a little soap
Dawn?
on it.
Yeah, okay. You didn't take anything out of my drawer, did you? Okay.
Comes down to it. We'll be going for it.
Okay. Okay, it's all lubed up. And your hose is too low. Yeah, okay. No, you're not getting through the hole. You're kind of like hung up on the bottom of that, flange that's between the walls.
I'm trying to get my arm past everything here.
The bottom's still caught. There, it's in.
Okay, now I got it.
Yep, it's in. It's not on, but it's in.
Yeah, okay.
You're on.
Like here.
Whoops, you're pulling her off a little bit, but you're okay.
Okay, I guess we do that one first because that's the one we did last.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Okay, which first and third one was
Oh, I
that?
put them right here so they're all ready.
Okay, that's
Is this the liner here or sleeve?
yeah, because this should be the piece. You need soap or
We're gonna be
Let's get some. Where'd you put the Dawn? Oh, here. Every boat should have that.
You got it, or?
Indexing ability here. Yeah, you think you're right about us having to go in, so.
That's pretty close to where it was before. Maybe slightly on too much. Okay.
Yeah, just-
That might be slightly on too much. It's real close. So
good,
maybe
good.
a quarter inch or so, or
Well,
half inch.
just because we're going to need some come back in order to get this connected.
Yeah. I mean, it won't hurt it to come back. We're on, real close to where it bulges. So
Okay.
we're on about 4 inches, I guess.
Oh, okay, cool.
So-
That's plenty. Yeah, should be good. And plus, we can steal some from the other side
Yeah.
if we need to and
Yeah.
bring it back this way.
I'm gonna go down to the engine room, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's coming in.
Yeah, I can hear it. Sounds good though.
Woo!
No leaks. That's what we're going for, right?
Yeah, that's what we're going for.
Yeah. That repair turned out really nice.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Now we can leave the boat in peace,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, without worrying about it.
You want to get by me?
Oh, yeah. I'll go this way. Yee-hoo! It's leaking all over the place, Ed. Hurry up, put the bowl back. Okay. Oh, baby. It looks okay. It was a little slow at first, getting the water up and out, but
Well, it was empty, so
okay.
might have taken a little while for water to get through. So okay.
Okay. Job well done, guys. Ready to put away.